What is your name and what are you building?
I'm Adhir.
And I'm Tara, and we're building Nitara, which is going to be India's largest, most sustainable aromatherapy brand.
What is Nitara's one big vision?
कारण अगर हम खाने में सेहत देख सकते हैं तो खुशबू में क्यों नहीं? This is our biggest vision, to make Nitara that one-stop destination for everything aromatherapy and a healthy alternative as well.
One crazy story you've had while building the business.
We've had many, but the craziest has been my co-founder, my husband, being diagnosed with cancer on the second day of joining Nitara. There has to be awareness in the aromatherapy space as well. We're inhaling these on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We should know what we're burning.
Yeah, I've been using the Nitara car freshener I think for now 3 months. It has been a game changer for me. Like I can categorize my life before the Nitara car freshener and after the Nitara car freshener. In the next couple of years, like how do you think that's going to scale? Like
A 2,500 crore brand or even a 5,000 crore brand, because let's take the incense market size. It's about 13,000 crore plus. 5 to 8,000 crores.
Achha, got it.
It's completely disorganized right now.
Why has this not been done till now? Like insect repellents nahi hai, wo insect killers hai. Like why has this movement not happened in the aroma space till now? What is the biggest moat that Nitara has today? Have you seen this Gen Z effect play out in your hiring? Adhir, Tara, welcome to the podcast. We've been planning to do
Thank you
this
so
for
much,
such a
Tara.
long time. Thank you so much for braving the Noida to Gurgaon traffic to be here. Very excited, to host both of you. I
Pleasure.
think before we begin, for our audience, would love a quick introduction about both of you, and also, if you can add what inspired you guys to be founders and start Nitara.
So I'll start here, Karan. I come with 15 years of work experience. I've been a corporate slave, but always had that entrepreneurial bug in me. And it goes back way long ago, when I tried to start my own candle making business in the 12th standard.
Wow.
But every 80s kid will relate with me when I say this. Ki all parents were like, padhai karo beta, baad mein karna, all of that happened. And my hobby at that time didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that spirit in me didn't die, and I found that calling in me when I was working with NDTV. I was in the digital wing, NDTV Convergence, and again in the marketing and digital space. I found this calling around the time when there was a shift in the beauty industry, where everybody started talking about what is on the labels. You should be aware of what you're putting on your skin, because 80% of it gets absorbed. That really intrigued me.
Yeah.
And it made me want to do a number of courses around this, and I became a certified formulator. So today I can
Interesting.
formulate anything from soaps to shampoos, conditioners, candles. I didn't restrict it just to the beauty space. I continued my research in the aromatherapy space as well. So candles, car fresheners, air diffusers, all these different house fragrance products. And because I myself am such a big user of aromatherapy, so I didn't want to stop my research there. And because I belong to the digital industry, the first thing I had to do was create an Insta page. And I wanted to create Nitara everything in a way that, everything that was lacking in other brands available out there was being fulfilled by Nitara. Where on our Instagram page, I was showing behind the scenes what ingredients were being used. I was involving the end user in the process, and before I knew it, I started getting orders. The small orders became big orders, and here I am, trying to raise a round for Nitara. And sitting here and telling you about my journey.
Amazing.
And I'll let Adhir add to it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've spent some time in the capital market space, like 18 years. I've worked with asset
So
management.
both of you come with a lot of experience, like 15 years and 18 years. That's like
Yeah.
insane.
That's in one of our pitch decks. 33 years of combined experience. I've spent time with asset management companies, worked with NBFCs, banks. My primary job was sales to sell investment products. So I've seen startups like quite close and personal, good stories, bad stories. Tara was obviously doing this, while we were married, and I've seen everything in her
So
journey.
Tara started the brand earlier, like you joined in later, is it?
Yeah. I just joined actually about 6-8 months back. I joined on October 18th, as a matter of fact. That was my first day at Nitara. October 19th, I was diagnosed with cancer, by the way.
My God.
But coming to that, you know, the reason I joined was that there was always a part of me saying that yes, I want to join in this journey.
Yeah.
Inspiration was Tara herself. You know, the grit in which you know, she created this company out of a sheer hobby to actually having something, you know, there. Anybody can create a company, but to be able to do it single-handedly, to be able to build that logistics packing team, to have a vision for the packing ladies. Like Tara has a beautiful vision where we had these house helps, and she used to keep saying, you know, about 2.5, 3 years back that I don't want you to be doing this housework. I want you to work for my company full time. Aa jao.
Amazing.
The stuff that she's done for them, and now they're working with us for full time. You know, they've left their jobs. They are in line of becoming role models and, you know, their process in their community. I think that's the kind of vision that she had, and that's an inspiration for me.
Yeah. I think 3-4 very interesting takeaways I'm getting, you know, from both of your introductions, right? One, that, you know, both of you come with considerable amount of experience, right? So I think that's interesting that people like who work for 15 years, 18 years, you know, who have built a particular skill set, now following their passion to, you know, start something while you're coming with that experience, right? So I think that's interesting. I think secondly, you mentioned a point that, you know, like maybe on skincare products and all, sometimes on the labels, the ingredients and information is not mentioned. And हम लोग खुद एज ए सोसाइटी हम बहुत कॉन्शियस हो रहे हैं कि हम अपनी बॉडी में क्या लगाते हैं. तो अगर हम वो कर रहे हैं तो लाइक अगर हम कुछ अरोमा थेरेपी प्रोडक्ट्स कर रहे हैं तो हम इफ वी आर ब्रीदिंग दोज, सो वाई आर वी नॉट कॉन्शियस, you know, about those set of ingredients. I think that's something that again, you know, I would love to kind of talk about. You became a formulator, so I think again building that skill set, going deep into that practice, I think that's super interesting. What Adhir mentioned, that, you know, you guys have a beautiful vision for your packing team. That's super interesting, and you moving from capital markets to start this business. So I think ये बहुत ही left brain और right brain का काफी explosive combo which you guys have built with a great vision, you know, with a good product strength. So I think very excited to learn all of this, you know, today. But you know, like पहले let's I think begin with थोड़ा सा मुझे नितारा के बारे में और बताओ. Like you mentioned that you want to be a large aromatherapy brand. So what exactly is aromatherapy? What are you guys building? कौन सी categories में आप लोग हो? You know, if you can just like take us through that.
So it's simple, Karan. When you think of aroma, you know, anything that smells good. अगर आप soap उठाते हो, आप पहली चीज़ क्या करते हो? You smell it.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've taken, you know, the ancient knowledge of our, you know, of our ancestors, and we've created aromas out of that knowledge with the herbs that they would use. And because it helps in therapy, they're therapeutic. That's hence the word aromatherapy comes into play. So you know, we have a small line of cold processed soaps which have a lot of Indian ingredients like haldi, manjishtha. Then we have you know, aroma oils with beautiful herbs, Indian herbs, ancient herbs that are good for the skin. Apart from that, we've got a traditional range of aromatherapy and a modern range. In the traditional range, we have products like our Havan cups, which are one of our hero products.
क्या होता है Havan cup?
It's a beautiful product, you know, for the modern user today. You know, we don't really have time to do a full-fledged Havan.
Yeah.
But yet we want to hold on to our
roots, our culture.
Roots.
Yeah.
And you know, so we've created a small way of doing a Havan.
Yeah.
You know, the outer shell is made with cow dung. The inside filling is with ingredients like loban and guggul. And not many know that these are also known as frankincense and myrrh, which were very popular herbs in Europe and are still popular, you know. So then there's tulsi, there's ashwagandha, there's everything that Havan requires. And it cuts down the Havan time from a 2-hour Havan to a 15 to 20
I
minutes.
think this is the pitch for a Havan cup for a modern kind of consumer.
Absolutely.
Because I remember being in college and I would do a video call to my mom and she would say कि ऐसे पूजा करो, ऐसे करो, you know, like ये सब कुछ चीजें लेके आओ. So I think अगर वो एक Havan cup उस time पे हो, you know, like it just makes it very efficient.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, it does. And then we have dhoop sticks. We don't do incense because, again, we're not dealing in bamboo or charcoal. A simple Google search will tell you burning bamboo and charcoal releases carcinogens in the environment. You know, so we're doing dhoop sticks.
Yeah, but ये तो बहुत, I mean, like थोड़ा contrarian ही है, right? Like we've had brands, like iconic brands, large brands, you know, which have existed, और हम अगरबत्ती तो हम बचपन से use कर रहे हैं. right? So and you're saying that अगर हम उसको burn करते हैं तो it kind of leads like to carcinogens in our environment.
You know, just to add to this, there are so many insect killers or mosquito killers. I won't call them repellents, I'm calling them killers,
Yeah.
which we know are harmful for us. But we have used them. Like as a child, I'm from Noida, yeah, so there's a lot of mosquitoes there, okay? As a child, I remember I used to take those mats and instead of putting them in that instrument, I used to actually burn them literally
Yeah.
and give them dhoop in my entire room so that the
Yeah.
mosquitoes die.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad for our health, and it's not
Interesting.
like we don't know that.
Yeah.
But you know, mosquito marna is more important right now at that point of time.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to add that, you know, there was a shift in the beauty industry where everybody was like, chalo, use clean beauty.
Yeah.
Then there was a shift in the food space as well.
Yeah.
Go organic,
With
millets
Food
became
Farmer,
popular,
yeah.
all of that. There has to be awareness in the aromatherapy space as well,
My
because
God.
we're inhaling these on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we should know what we're burning.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's अगर हम खाने में सेहत देख सकते हैं तो खुशबू में क्यों नहीं करन?
I think that's a very very valid point. So I think you mentioned that you know you have a traditional range of products like your Havan cups, your dhoop sticks, and then Adhir also alluded to like the insect killers, and also you have those ranges products as well. Yeah, is it like more on the traditional sort of things right
So,
now?
in that comes in the modern side. We have
Okay.
something called citronella, which is the most natural insect repellent. It's not an insect killer, it's a repellent. It's
Interesting.
plant-based. All you have to do is add a few drops in your mop
Yeah.
water or diffuse it, and it just drives these mosquitoes away. So those are the kind of substitutes that we have, everyday substitutes. In the modern range, we also have car fresheners,
Wow.
which with very unique
Yeah.
fragrances.
And I've been using the Nitara car freshener I think for now 3 months. It has been a game changer for me. Like my life has changed.
Thank
you know,
you
like
so
I
much.
think I can categorize my life before the Nitara car freshener and after the
Oh
Nitara
my
car
God.
freshener. It has like just elevated my journey so much. So like, and it smells so organic and natural. I mean, it actually, I mean, like feels like therapy while driving the car. I mean, I think kudos to you for building such an amazing product there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It coming from you means a lot, Karan.
And we're going to definitely use this as an ad set also.
Yeah, for sure.
Your podcast, sorry.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, you guys have this modern range where it's like car fresheners, room fresheners, insect repellents, and then there is this traditional range of products which overall encompasses, you know, aromatherapy. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, correct, absolutely.
एंड और इंडिया में तो हमने देखा है कि हर एक स्पेस में बहुत बड़े बड़े ब्रांड्स बने. अगर आप अगरबत्ती के ब्रांड्स ले लो, अगर आप 3-4 पुराने ब्रांड्स भी पकड़ लो, राइट, लाइक चला इफ यू इवन नो नेम देम, दे वुड बी नॉर्थ ऑफ 1000 crores खाली अगरबत्तीज, right? Then there is you know, your car fresheners, room fresheners, again large FMCG brands, those could be again north of 1000 crores. Then there is this you know, candles and aromatherapy. अगर आप जैसे Bath and Body Works, right, like they would be north of $1 billion in sales, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
60-70% I think comes from aromatherapy. So if you combine all of these three together, that becomes like a huge opportunity. And you guys are here telling me that yes, I mean, a lot of it is full of carcinogens right now, and it's not clean and it's not really good, you know, for the environment. And you are building, you know, a 10x differentiated product in this clean space. So I think why has this not been done till now? Like जो हमारे existing incumbents हैं, like why have they not thought about कि अगर बैम्बू को हम बर्न करेंगे तो उससे कार्सिनोजेंस होंगे, या फिर इंसेक्ट रिपेलेंट्स नहीं है, वो इंसेक्ट किलर्स हैं. लाइक व्हाई हैज दिस मूवमेंट नॉट हैपेंड इन द अरोमा स्पेस टिल नाउ?
I think in any space for that matter, most of the consumer space, a lot of incumbents, unfortunately, legacy businesses have not innovated. And obviously, to a certain reason, that is because they have invested a lot into creating their current plant and machinery to cater to not just the country but the world. And for them, this is a very small, you know, segment. Matlab, we are an e-commerce company after all. You know, they are in every kirana store. So they are not eyeing for this particular space. They are eyeing for the larger space. And they don't want to innovate here. Yeah, so that's my thought and why they haven't gotten into it.
Premium क्या होगा, like compared to these brands in terms of price?
So we are not in the segment any which way because you know an agarbatti is something that we don't do. We do something completely different, which is a dhoop cone or a dhoop stick. Yeah, but cost-wise, we would be about 20-25% above these costs.
Amazing. I think like जिन भी industries में like I think we were also discussing right कि massive premiumization at scale हुआ है, brands तभी हो पाए हैं जब 10x better product at a
Yeah.
20-25 premium पे आप लेके आ पाओ. And I think the fact that you guys are doing your manufacturing in-house and building products in-house, I think that gives you a cost advantage. So consumer को एक 10x better product 20-25% price improvement में मिल रहा है. I think which is a huge kind of a win. And you know जब भी like as you scale right, like when you look at your own EBOs, when you look at your stores, and when you eventually go retail as well, I think this could be like ये और optimize हो सकता है. So I think that these products
100%,
can
yeah.
easily be available at a great kind of a price point, you know, to the consumer.
You know, 10x product, premium packaging. Most importantly for us also is sustainable.
Yeah.
We are plastic neutral
Yeah.
after all. You know, हम लोग आप
Interesting.
अगरबत्ती खरीदते हो तो प्लास्टिक पैकेज में आता है, आप फेंक देते हो उसको.
Yeah.
Eventually it goes to landfill. It's just disrupting the environment.
और आप लोग का कैसे होता है?
We are doing butter paper. We're
Yeah.
mostly using butter paper or paper packaging.
Interesting.
We don't use any kind of plastic in our packaging except for tapes, unfortunately, and hence we call ourselves plastic neutral and not plastic free.
But I think that will also that you guys will also innovate as you go forward for sure.
Definitely.
We are actually hoping for the industry to innovate because you know paper tapes में problem क्या होती है at a larger scale ना it's very easy to open them up and just tear it and
Yeah.
take out the package, so we've had a lot of pilferage because of it. We used to do paper tapes.
Correct.
Not we haven't stopped it because of the cost but
Yeah.
because of the pilferage.
Fridge. Got it.
And another thing I'd like to add is, you know, it's nice to give these products as gifts also, you
Yeah,
know. So
yeah.
we put in a lot of effort in the way the product looks.
Yeah.
So when you order an agarbatti from an old brand, you
Yeah.
just get a very simple packing with
Yeah,
plastic.
yeah.
But when you order something from us, we've got a nice, beautiful stand
Yeah.
with it. We made it gift worthy, and that's another way
Amazing.
that we're differentiating our products.
Amazing. So यार अभी क्या scale होगा like business का, like in terms of revenue, in terms of number of customers you have, कहाँ पे आप लोग sell करते हो? Would love to understand where you are in terms of the business right now.
So currently we have about 50,000 plus happy customers.
Amazing.
We are primarily focused on our website. So that's the most interesting part. We have always tried to be very frugal with, you know, we are bootstrapped up till now.
Yeah.
So we're very
And
frugal.
profitable.
And profitable.
Amazing.
So we're very frugal with the
Words
kind
that
of
you
money.
don't hear very often.
We're very frugal with our money and how we spend it. So one thing we were very sure of is जहाँ पे पैसा नहीं बन रहा है वहाँ पे नहीं रहना है. Yeah, you know, we don't want to burn money. So marketplaces is something we weren't fueling. So in like a big way, except for Amazon, which becomes like a vetting marketplace.
Yeah.
Amazon is like 10% of our entire sales.
Yeah. But do you think that will evolve? Because listen, now I think you know, like while you build an initial customer base, like if you kind of scale and go to the masses, right? Like you would need to be on a particular marketplace, and then we have seen quick commerce as well. You know, like influencing a lot of sales in gifting in categories like yours, right? And these are like impulse purchases. Like तुम्हें एक पूजा करनी है, तुमने immediately एक हवन कप order कर लिया. I can already see like a हवन cup becoming a bestseller on Blinkit right on day one, right? So do you think that eventually, as you scale, you'll have to kind of look at scaling these marketplaces as well?
Quick commerce, 100%. Like there is no reason why we shouldn't be on quick commerce. Amazon, again, yes, we are looking to scale Amazon from here. We want to take Amazon up to about 30-35%, which is a norm in every consumer business right now. At least 30-35% should be that. Do I want to scale other marketplaces? Abhi, that answer is no, very honestly, because again, do they command the same position that Amazon should get? If Amazon is charging 35%, they have a premiumization, they have the
अच्छा,
kind
Amazon
of
35% charge करता है.
little bit more, a little between 35 to 40%. And as we grow, I'm guessing we can immediately negotiate on better terms.
Yeah.
Currently, this is what we are charging. But the other platforms, they're charging the same amount. So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Matlab, you know, and then they ask for marketing money also, just like what Amazon does for ads.
Yeah.
So I don't see that happening in immediately.
So like platforms like Nykaa and all, which are in the beauty space, like those are not, like according to you, not very relevant for you right now.
Currently, no. I mean, they're not. They are definitely relevant for us, but we feel that our consumers can find us on other platforms
Got it.
instead, or our own websites.
Got it.
This is how we do our targeting, also, as a matter of fact.
Got it. And अभी split क्या होगा in terms of revenue, in terms of your products, like the categories that we discussed, like Tara mentioned, modern and traditional. So like, what would be the split in terms of those categories and those products?
So finance question सारे मैं ही answer करूँगा.
Yeah.
So split would basically be our 4 hero products. One of that belongs to the modern range, which is our fragrant wax tablet. It does very well. It's great for wardrobes. So that's one of the products from our modern range. The rest 3 are in our traditional range, which is Dhoop Cones, Havan Cups, and Kapoor, which is camphor. We have the best camphor. So we have just come up with car fresheners and we've got an amazing response. We've sold that widely, but abhi sirf 1.5 mahina hua hai, so it's very tough to take that into consideration. So I'm taking the last 6 months ke hero products. So primarily it's traditional products doing about 50 to 60% of the
Got it.
business, and
Got
40% is modern. How we look at it in future is that modern should contribute about 75%, because we're coming up with new products which are going to be quite the amazing products for aromatherapy, and I'm not taking into consideration our soaps and aroma oils.
And how do you see the business scaling, right? Like, how big can this business become? Like, what are the 2-3 brands that you guys aspire to be like, in the next few years?
Interesting. This is a great question, actually. Tough to say how big the business can become, because I personally
क्योंकि
think
हमें market size में दिख ही रहा है कि बहुत बड़ा
बहुत
opportunity
बड़ा
है.
है. Exactly. It's really tough to say कि मतलब can it be a 2,500 crore brand or even a 5,000 crore brand? Because let's take the incense market size. It's about 13,000 crore plus. Currently, the incumbents, command about 5,000 crore of total top line. Rest is all disorganized.
My God.
मतलब and that is
मतलब कि 20,000 crore का market is all unorganized right now. In
the incense space is 13,000 crores.
Okay.
So I mean, like let's say 5 to 8,000 crores.
अच्छा, got it.
It's completely disorganized right now. मतलब आप कोई भी मतलब बना रहा है, मतलब चेन्नई में there are tribal women who are making अगरबत्तीस and selling it. It's
Got
something like this, and a lot of the
So
is done.
मतलब branded play बहुत कम है.
बहुत कम है. To build a brand at this point of time, because this is the best point of time to build a brand.
Yeah.
There is tailwind also, like
Yeah.
the healthy
Correct,
habits
correct,
is something
correct.
which is
Yeah.
coming into
Correct,
picture.
correct. We need a food farmer in the aromatherapy space as well.
Actually,
yeah, maybe I think Tara can be that ambassador for change.
Minus the lawsuits.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So I think that in the next 5 years, we can look at building a 1,000 crore brand also.
Wow.
If branding goes well, people have tried. It's not easy, but that vision has to be consistent and what you want to do with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
To give you a perspective, there are brands that have raised money, decent amount of money, sometimes in triple digits also, and they haven't even come with presence in the offline segment. So मतलब आपको पता है कि online is a very small percentage of the entire business. In India, story is still offline. So we want to do something like that. So
you guys are looking at your own stores as well.
Definitely, we want to have Natara's experience stores, in some major cities, because the way our products are, it's all about touching, feeling, smelling, how it makes you feel, and it'll be nice if this plan of ours materializes very soon in the future, so that we can give this opportunity
So
to people.
the stores would be like a Forest Essentials, Bath and Body Works type of experience.
it'll be like a Lush. Canada mein Lush has its own spa inside the store.
Wow. Which
Where-
brand? I haven't heard of the brand Lush.
Yeah, it used to be in India sometime back. I think it left India in 15. It was too soon for its time in India.
Interesting.
So you would get into this store. First of all, you would be able to smell the store at least from 500
वो तो
meters.
yeah,
out.
like that's
Yeah.
a big hack. Like I mean, like with Starbucks also, like
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
smell the coffee just like
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
way far.
So you could smell the store from 500 meters
Yeah.
away. You would be immediately dragged into it by the smell itself. Then they will have sinks where they will like make you wash your hands and make you feel that, oh, this is how our soap is. They'll get you a new toothbrush and say brush your teeth and see our toothpaste. It's like that. Now they're opening spas to give you the extra feel.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's something that we want to do. Of course, not open
Yeah.
a spa,
Yeah.
but give you the same, comfort and luxury,
Yeah.
and to be able to introduce our products, like
Yeah.
how you will have it in your powerhouse.
Yeah.
We want to create an experiential store where you can have it and see it firsthand.
Yeah, yeah.
So and our price point is amazing. We have something from 250 to 2,500 rupees.
Correct, correct.
So when you come, you take our time. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're touching, feeling,
Yeah.
obviously smelling,
Yeah.
so many things. You'll be tempted to buy something for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So like I think if you walk by the store, I mean, you have to shop multiple things. I think that's how the store would look
Yeah,
like.
you come to our office and you will want to buy something immediately.
And yeah, like in terms of scale, right? So like abhi jo current scale hai business ka, and I think you mentioned that you can potentially be like a 1,000 crore revenue brand in the next 5 years. That's massive, right? So like abhi kya scale hai in terms of revenue, and how like in the next couple of years, like how do you think that's going to scale? Like, are you guys going to be bootstrapped? Are you guys going to raise a small round and then start scaling this?
So yeah, we're currently at about 2.5 crores revenue. This is what we clocked last year. Agar abhi ka ARR mane, to it will touch about 4 crores. And our thought process is that we want to raise a small round, be able to complete an overall branding exercise where we are, sort of already going through it. We want to be able to curate a small team. We have already done that. We want to create that experiential store within our office right
Achha,
now.
so your office would become the store itself.
That's correct. It's actually a studio come store right now.
Yeah.
We have made a studio out of it, and it's a decent space. So we have an office space, we have a making studio, and then we have a fulfillment center, all within one office space. We want to create that experiential store because we got a lot of phone calls from people saying that can we come and just check it out.
Yeah.
And even though we never say no to anybody, but we say yes reluctantly. We want
So
to
you want to welcome people.
Absolutely.
to your
We want to
space.
tom-tom about it. We want to have an influencer engagement where we call people saying, come, let's do a show about it. And we've been discussing this with you also. So I think that will go a long way. So branding plus a little bit about, a little bit about in the experiential store, and also have, you've been telling us also about this, about top of the funnel exercise. Currently, everything that we do in terms of marketing is sales aana chahiye, boss. We need to be able to experiment, and for that, you need to have a little bit cash on the side, saying, okay, this is our experimenting pool of money. So for that also, and this will not require a lot of funds, a small round where we can, maybe from here get to a 5x,
So that will take you to about a 20 crore in the next couple of years.
No, I mean, I think that we can very easily get into 5x, which is about 12 crore ARR in the next 1 year's time. Amazon is going to play a very big role again. I wanted to highlight about Amazon, currently at about 10%, going to about 30-35%. So we're already in place for that. Like, we've gotten ourselves registered in different states to be able to offer that next day delivery. अभी हम लोग सिर्फ दिल्ली में कर रहे थे, तो अब हम लोग यूपी में भी करेंगे, महाराष्ट्र में करेंगे, कर्नाटका में करेंगे. We're going through this analysis. So so we've done the analysis. We have realized that a lot of brands are singularly selling like 10 to 15,000 of their one SKU in Amazon successfully.
Correct.
I think we have a great product in hand. It's just that with that razor sharp focus, we can really scale Amazon also.
Yeah, amazing. So how I'm looking at it is like 2.5 crores to 12 crores over the next maybe next year,
one and a half year, absolutely.
Years,
yeah.
And then essentially maybe like you guys raise a larger round, then
Correct.
open more stores, and that's how you guys.
Yes, absolutely. So to give you an idea, yes, with this particular money will be utilized for branding, top of the funnel marketing. The next round would probably be utilized for experiential stores, few of them only, to be able to have some legacy employees as well. Currently, we are bootstrapped, so we can only have Gen Z people. Some legacy employees who have scaled brands. We need the best minds also sometimes to get an idea. And at the same time, maybe look at some brand ambassador partnerships. We're actually going through it right now. So it's very similar to that, where we can get some ad sets going, somebody who can keep coming and tom-tomming about our product. A familiar face when they keep coming and talking about it. Again, it's all to eventually make sure that people are trusting Natara and trusting the brand, and that's what we want. Once the trust is there, we know we won't be able to break it.
Yeah, amazing. I think our consumer space mein, so ye to hai ki you guys have got like good product market fit. It's a massive market. There's a clear differentiation that there's a movement towards clean label, healthy ingredients and all, and you guys are the pioneers in this space. But like जैसे consumer में क्या like and I invest a lot of my money in consumer space brands as well, right? Like I've done about 60 plus consumer investments. So consumer space में क्या होता है कि जब एक अच्छा brand आता है, right? So because it's easier to kind of copy those products, like every kind of company works with the same kind of vendors. So बहुत जल्दी में market में वो सारे products आ जाते हैं and then it becomes very difficult to differentiate, right? So like according to you, right? Like you've built a decent business till now. What is your biggest moat that can enable you to then go from this 2 to 12 crores to then open multiple stores, go to 100 crore and then maybe like a 1,000 crore, which Adhir is mentioning about? Like, what is the biggest moat that Nitara has today?
I think the kind of research that we have spent doing on every product, there's a reason why we've launched something, why we haven't launched something else, you know. So for example, the Havan Cup. Now Havan Cup is available, there are other brands selling it. But what we've done is we've realized there's no need for the charcoal in the Havan Cup. So we've taken that out.
Yeah.
The you know, sitting with the suppliers, hand picking the ingredients, making sure that the Luban, the Google are all coming from known sources, the best quality possible, what ingredients are required, what aren't, just doing a lot of R&D on a product and then launching it. And Karan, the thing that drives me when I'm launching a product, so I'm the creative officer at Nitara and he's the chief ambition officer, as you can clearly tell.
Yeah, and you have a chief cuddles officer as well.
Yeah, chief cuddles officer as well. Her name is Chloe. And, what drives me when I'm, making a product is how does it make me feel? Because I have been such a big user of aromatherapy myself. Everything I would use would make me sneeze, would make my eyes water, would make me have itchy eyes. Because I am such a big user of aromatherapy, I was always drawn to using these products. They didn't suit me. So every time I'm launching a product, I want to make sure that it is mild. It's safe for everyone to breathe. It's safe for my pet. It's safe for the kids around. It's safe for my parents. That's my motive. And so the R&D that goes around with it is one moat as well. Apart from that, it's us, our drive, our passion, the fact that we've quit our jobs, 33 years of careers been quit to get into this, the kind of customer base we made, the kind of rock stars in our team, and our teams like our family.
Yeah.
So that I think is our moat.
Yeah.
I hope.
No, yaar, I love your passion, and it sounded like an investor pitch. So I think a lot of investors would also love this. But I think, one thing that I really picked up is that I think we were talking before as well. कि आजकल in consumer space, a lot of things can be copied, right? Like you can learn Amazon, you can hire people for Amazon, you can learn meta ads, stores को भी open करने में, like you have people who have experience with retail who can help you do all of that. What cannot be copied is your product. It's like your 10x product, which you guys have, which is your brand philosophy that everything that I make, is going to be clean label for the kids, for the environment, for the pet, right? And अगर उसमें कुछ भी ऐसा है which is harmful for the environment for anybody, I'm not adding that, right? Yeah. So I think that 10x product is the only kind of moat that I feel that consumer brands have today. And I think with you as a formulator, with the vision that you have that हम सब कुछ clean label ही बनाएंगे in a very existing incumbent market, I think that's that I feel is like one of the biggest edges that you have to kind of scale the business. So I think kudos on that front.
Absolutely. Actually, to just add to this, we don't introduce anything that Tara can't make personally. So everything that is there in our product range, she can actually create on her own.
Yeah.
And if she does not know how to create it, let's say like if Tara hasn't gone through a candle making course, let's say she has, but let's say if she hasn't, then she'll actually learn how to make candles. Keep making candles, then know how to make candles, and then say, okay, fine, let's now make sure that let's create this. So to be able to have intelligent conversations with people who are making that, to be able to quality control, because I can't quality control unless if I don't know kitna candle mein kitna wax jata hai, kitna fragrance jata hai. I think that's also very important.
No, yaar, I think I did a podcast with Malika Sadani from the Moms Company as well, and she told me the same thing. I think she spent years perfecting the product so that her daughters can use it, she can use it before she kind of launched it. And I mean, she worked with formulators all over the globe. She got ingredients which were never heard of, never existed in India. And I think that level of passion you kind of need, for the product to kind of then make a difference. I think I can really see it in you guys. So kudos.
Thank you so much.
I think I also want to talk about uncertainties while you're running a business and building a brand, right? So being a founder itself is hard, right? You guys are married as well, so I think that's another dynamic. But apart from that, also you've had your fair share of challenges. So you want to talk about that?
So yeah, like I said, got to know about his illness on the second day of him joining Nitara. It really took us by surprise because the team was super excited knowing that he's coming on board. We've got big plans for the next few months. And
so what was the illness like? What happened? Like, do you have like previous symptoms or?
No, there's no history. There's no family history. I just had like I had a swollen lymph node, and I went to a doctor. I was going through a chiropractor. I was seeing a chiropractor at that point of time, and I went to my chiropractor. He said, go to my radiologist, get an ultrasound. Got an ultrasound done, and then ek do tests hue, and then I was told that I might have this Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a kind of a cancer, which is a cancer actually. And I got a biopsy done. It was confirmed. We were at One Horizon. In Gurgaon at a pop-up. We were doing a market, it's called Artisanal Cafe or Artisanal Market.
This is day 2 of your...
No, this is the day I was told that, okay, you have, it's confirmed that you have cancer. And then, yeah, I mean, we decided that, well, it is 2024. There is a cure, and let's go through the whatever struggle, trials, and tribulations which will be. And I mean, yeah, thankfully Nitara was something which was a blessing in disguise for me. There's always a silver lining.
Yeah.
So having Nitara, having to concentrate, going through so many pitches, investors, I never really even maybe made her feel also that I was going through something like that. Of course, physically you're going through it. I mean, like, but otherwise. Thankfully, it was Nitara really helped. Yeah, absolutely.
No, and I'd like to add that he was a warrior through this. Like I was saying, we were confused whether to break it to the team.
Yeah.
Then we decided that this is our stress to handle, and we'll handle it.
Yeah.
And he would come back after his chemo and be sitting with the team having a meeting. Everything was normal in front of them.
Yeah.
When we did break it to them about 2 months ago, they were under shock. And we literally spend more time with them. They're, we meet them, spend more time with them than our own family and friends, And the fact that they couldn't tell, I think that was a big achievement. And yeah, Nitara really helped us through this. And one thing, what I realized from this is what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Karan. And
that's my about me on WhatsApp. She's copied it from there.
Okay, fine, but I believe in it, and nothing can stop us.
Yeah.
This was just a little bump in our way.
Amazing. Yeah, I think like when I met you as well, right? I think sometimes, at least I learned that you have to be more aware and more sensitive and more conscious people around. So I remember when I met you for the first time, I just casually joked. I said that Adhir, you look very different from the photo in the pitch deck. So and Adhir said ki it's a new look that I have. So you guys, ek to tum logon ne kabhi like you never shared, right?
Yeah.
And we spoke I think for 2-3 months, and then suddenly like very casually I think you mentioned ki this is what he's going through. So तब मुझे लगा यार कि मतलब at least it was a learning experience for me. Personally that like you need to be more aware and conscious, right? But like kudos to you for I think going through this so positively, and while building a brand. I think like you hear a lot of inspirational stories of entrepreneurship कि किसी ने 10 रुपए से शुरू करके 1000 करोड़ की कंपनी बना ली, but I think this is bigger, right? I mean like I think health comes first, right? Like dealing with a challenge,
Absolutely.
Dealing with it positively while building a brand, while building a conscious brand, making a difference in people's lives. So I think really congratulations, and I hope
Thank you so much.
like I'm very happy that you've completely recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
And I mean I've seen you guys. You live a very healthy lifestyle, right? So I mean like it was a shock, but now I think just fingers crossed that you know, like you live a very healthy life.
Absolutely, and you know, it's actually an eye opener for everybody that it's a very prevalent disease now. You know, so very important to keep ourselves
Yeah.
in check,
Yeah.
getting ourselves checked.
Yeah.
You know, men and women both
Yeah.
to
And
ensure
I think that's why जो नितारा का stand भी है ना, it even becomes more relevant.
Absolutely.
Because आज की date में, like जब हमारे parents का time था, maybe the environment was not this toxic. We didn't have those carcinogens. And like so many people with so many health issues, you will feel that they live a healthy lifestyle. They don't eat out. They don't take a lot of stress. They work out regularly. But still they have those because it is all around us, right? So
Yeah.
as brand owners, अगर हम कुछ बना रहे हैं तो हमें खाली ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि मैं कितना बड़ा बिजनेस बना सकता हूँ. मुझे ये भी देखना चाहिए कि कैन आई लीड अ मूवमेंट, अ कल्चरल मूवमेंट वेयर आई कैन इम्पैक्ट. अगर कल को नितारा जैसे 100 ब्रांड आ जाएं, right? So you know, which are in you know, disrupting the aromatherapy space and building clean label brands. I think
Wonderful,
that's
Absolutely.
a huge win because
Yeah.
all of us, our kids are becoming healthier. The environment is becoming
Absolutely.
healthier.
Exactly.
So I think kudos, you know, on that front. I think we'll move to our next, you know, section. You know, we wanted to discuss some interesting trends, you know, that are happening, you know, in the Indian startup ecosystem, and like, how are you guys kind of implementing few of those, you know, in Nitara, right? So I think जो first trend है, you know, in the Indian startup ecosystem, which has quite become like quite cool now, is the Indianization of things, right? Indian brands have become very cool, right? Like people love brands which are made in India, which are purpose driven, you know, which have clean ingredients, which are, you know, like really driven by passionate founders, right? Like Libas is an ethnic wear brand doing about they project to do about 1,000 crore by FY26, right? Peetal, it's a portfolio company of mine, selling Peetal and Tambe ke bartan, becoming one of India's fastest growing home and kitchen brands. Millets, you guys mentioned, are cool again. Puja products ke brand, you know, Puja products and services ke companies are now, you know, becoming cool, right? Like HUL के जो CEO हैं नितिन परांजपे, he recently said कि इंडिया में जो brain drain होता था in the 1980s and 90s, that has reversed to brain gain, where talent from outside India is coming back to work in startups and launching companies. So how is, you know, this impacted Nitara's growth? Like, you know, you guys talk about Nitara as a brand which is very rooted to your culture. You know, you have a modern, you have a traditional range, right? So it also, you know, stands about, you know, uncovering your roots, right? So like, how has this Indianization trend impacted Nitara and your growth?
So, you know, we have a tagline which says ancient rituals for modern living.
Yeah.
And that is something that we always had in our thought process while
Yeah.
creating products also.
Yeah.
We've been talking about Havan Cup, so why stop? You know, let's continue that.
Yeah.
How to, you know, I mean, we get a lot of calls कि खरीद लिया अब क्या करें? We ask कि क्यों खरीदा है? They like नई गाड़ी थी.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just shifted it to PG.
Yeah.
So we say just put on Gayatri mantra on Alexa and बस हर
Yeah.
कमरे को धूप दे दो.
Yeah.
You'll purify the place. It's
Yeah.
like Havan only. And they get back to us saying आँख नहीं जल रही थी and everything was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So how are we trying? We are definitely trying to make our products cool. You know, as much as Gen Zs can relate to it.
Yeah.
And this Indianization concept is really helping.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, if people are looking at having तांबे के बर्तन या पीतल के बर्तन at home,
Yeah.
that means that, you know, हमारी जो है वो भारतीय सभ्यता को अपना रहे हैं.
Yeah.
And वो Indianness and the soft power of India is something that we are realizing not just in India,
Yeah.
but even, you know, desis outside India.
Yeah, India,
You know?
we have a huge, you know, cultural audience who's outside, like South Asian
Yeah.
demographic, like who would love these products. Why should a Bath and Body Works come to India when a Nitara can go global?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
In fact, Karan, so many of our customers based in the US and Dubai, they order from us in hordes when someone
Yeah.
is traveling here because
Yeah.
they're taking Havan cups, dhoop sticks, all
Yeah.
of these things because they want to perform these
There's this
rituals there.
concept of cultural distance, which is कि तुम जितना घर से दूर होते हो, तुम्हें घर की याद उतनी आती है, right? So like like Indians, like who are not in India, like NRIs and all, right? They would actually love these products even more, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I can see a Nitara store at Madison Avenue sometime, you know, where there's like dhoop cones ke sessions and Havan cups ke
Amazing,
sessions.
Can't wait for
amazing.
that. But no, interestingly, I just want to add here that did you know that Gucci has incense sticks as part of their range?
Wow.
Gucci. Right now, very recently, Kate Moss has just done a launch with Deepak Chopra and launched her range of incense as well. So India is really shining right
Yeah,
now, and
yeah.
you know if that's what makes this a very exciting time for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we can totally see us, going global
Yeah.
in the next 5 years. Obviously,
Yeah.
first to have a very, very strong foothold in the Indian diaspora,
Yeah.
brand name is very, very important, and then
Yeah.
go out with a bang.
Yeah.
100%. And in the next 5 years, I think this soft power can,
Yeah.
become even 10
Yeah.
times this.
There was this study done by McCann Group, which asked young people between the age group of 18 to 35 where they would prefer living in the next 10 years. 95% of the people replied that they would prefer living in India as compared to Europe in the next 10 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, like, again, that's a trend on Indianness and,
Yeah.
like, I think the kind of facilities we have, like 10-minute delivery, 10-minute medicine
Yeah.
service, I mean, like food delivery, like just the convenience, I mean, India's stack in terms of UPI payments, health, right? Like, I think all of this is kind of bringing everything together, the ease of launching new brands, customers being open to trying new brands. I think all of this is like a great signal, and I think you also mentioned that it's a great time to start a brand today. This is the perfect time and the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah.
opportunity and the perfect space.
Correct. And they're
to-
tailwinds. So,
yeah.
I mean, absolutely. And when I say health again, you wouldn't believe, like, outside when, we meet our friends, speak to them, they talk about how even drinking is now considered unhealthy outside.
Yeah.
And they are slowly shifting to
Yeah.
that segment. अभी
Yeah.
तो बहुत time है India
हाँ,
shift करे drinking का culture because बहुत strong है यहाँ
Yeah,
पे.
yeah.
But, everybody's thinking about health.
Yeah,
Everybody.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just a matter of time.
Amazing. I'll move to the next trend. I think which you also mentioned is that you guys are looking at brand ambassadors as well and those partnerships, right? So हमने एक चीज देखी है that celebrities, right? Indian celebrities are now taking equity startup positions in companies, right? So I have this trivia question for you. Can you tell me the top 4 celebrities in India in terms of their brand value? And what would be their brand value?
I mean, so how much money they've invested in brands, or like how much?
What is the net brand value? Like what are they worth in terms of their brand value?
Okay, interesting. I've just heard that Deepika Padukone and Sunil Shetty are quite the investors. But I wouldn't know otherwise.
They're not on the list.
They're not on the
They're
list.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Shilpa Shetty.
Unfortunately, there are no women in the list.
Oh.
Oh, so is it the same Virat Kohli and are these the ones? I
So Virat Kohli is number 1.
Okay.
$250 million is his
Wow.
brand value right now.
and then Dhoni.
Dhoni is not on the list.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me give it a last shot. So there is Virat Kohli. There would definitely
Something to
be
do with the
Salman
IPL.
Khan. IPL Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah. So SRK is number 3
Okay.
with $120 million.
And number 3.
Number 2 is a person who has done a lot of startup investments and is the co-founder of a wellness startup as well right now.
A male.
And he's a celebrity also.
Yeah, and quite eccentric.
Also.
Quite eccentric. Interesting. I'm sorry. Pass.
Ranveer Singh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which is the
Bold Care.
oh, he's also co-founder of
Yeah,
Bold Care.
so Ranveer Singh is now a co-founder of Bold Care.
I love their ads, very
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
They've done a great job. They've gotten
Yeah.
some flack also, but I love the ads.
Yeah. So Ranveer Singh is close to about $200
Interesting.
million in brand value. Virat Kohli is $250 million. Number 3 is
Shah Rukh
SRK with about $120 million.
Yeah.
And number 4 is Akshay Kumar with about $111 million.
Okay.
So unfortunately, there are no women in the
There are
list.
no
So
women. Why
yeah,
aren't any women?
yeah. I think I think Priyanka Chopra with her brand investment in Anomaly.
Yeah.
Because we are talking about Indian celebrities, so that's
Yeah.
why she's not on the list right now. But I think Deepika would be very close, with her
Yeah.
investment in Epigamia,
Furlenco.
Super Tales, Furlenco,
Yeah.
82 Degrees,
Yeah.
so many such iconic consumer brands that she has invested
She
in.
invested in Purple also recently.
Purple she did. She invested in an aerospace company as well.
Yes,
Right?
correct.
So I am, fingers crossed that she breaks into, this list soon.
Yeah.
But like, what are your thoughts on celebrities endorsing Nitara? Like, incoming to, I think you might be getting a few people, like we've always been talking about that people, celebs love trying your products. But do you see somebody being a brand ambassador of Nitara, some celeb in the future? Like, if they're listening to this podcast, like you want to call out, who can they be?
Deepika, if you're listening.
Yeah, I think she goes really well with the whole wellness idea, and we'd love to have her as a brand ambassador.
But with somebody who we can actually also afford,
Yeah.
if we talk about realistically, we'd like to have somebody who has like a more Indian appeal, can appeal to the north and the south because we have audience both ways.
Yeah.
So in my mind, Shobita Dhalupalia, she's from Made in Heaven. So
Yeah.
if you are listening or
Yeah.
seeing this,
We can calculate the probability of Shobita, watching a podcast later. But that's interesting. That's
yeah.
interesting.
So I mean, yeah. Otherwise, we are trying to get somebody on board.
Got it. And do you get like with celebrity interest, like people trying the products and brand?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, we've been lucky, and some very, very nice people have tried our products and given us such amazing reviews and videos as well, without asking for anything in return. So we've been lucky that way. And I won't share any names. Check out our Instagram page.
Yeah, you want to call out the handle?
It's Nitara, NYTARRA.
Amazing. I think there's another trend, which is very prevalent, and you also again talked about it. So all of us know the Gen Z effect, right? Like 18 to 25-year-olds is the fastest growing cohort for a lot of consumer brands. But Gen Z are difficult to sell to. They want brands which appeal to them, which talk to them. Or generally, जो generational incumbent companies होती हैं, they find it very difficult to kind of sell to Gen Z. So इसको देखते हुए, companies are innovating. And they said Dentsu, which is a marketing advertising agency, they introduced something called as the Dentsu Z program,
Okay.
where they are hiring people with little or no experience, very young people, and they're asking them to advise and consult their biggest marquee clients on how to sell to Gen Z, right? And how to understand this cohort of consumers well, right? So like in your case, like when you also mentioned ki, like we also have a lot of younger people in our office. Like, have you seen this as trend as well? There, like when you're building a brand in the consumer space, young people, like they understand the consumer well in terms of the content, in terms of marketing. Because I've seen on Instagram as well. Like it's like wildly entertaining. Like you're building. Like while the products are great, but there's also a very fun side to things as well, and you could feel that there's a young energy in the office. Like have you seen this Gen Z effect play out in your hiring as well?
So in our hiring, we have to hire Gen Zs because we don't have the money to hire legacy employees. so it comes by just by sheer lack of somebody else's funds. But Tara, what are your thoughts?
And at the same time, I love it because they're, like you said, it's fresh energy, they're fresh ideas, and they have a sense of social media, and that's what makes them click.
वो उनके लिए native है. Like
Exactly.
हम लोग सीखते हैं कि अच्छा record कैसे करना है, कैसे डालना है. उनके like they're born with it.
It comes naturally to them, so their ideas are also free flowing. So having them as part of the team has really worked for us. And all these fun ideas. I mean, trends क्या है अभी? Like it's like we can't expect a legacy employee to actually be getting on these trends. It's
Correct. I think people like us, who have seen, at least I can talk about myself. I'm a 80s kid, right? So
Same, we both
80s,
are.
90s, we've seen, the web coming, then phones, then social media. So we have not been native to this, right? So like, हमें trends, so even if I work at Instagram, right? Like for me, identifying trends is still a challenge. It doesn't come natively, but I think younger people are just like born with it natively. Like people like Gen Z, who are born in the 2000s, they like just pick up these things so easily, and they're also creating a lot of those trends. So I think, I mean, like from a content marketing perspective, I think having people like these in the team, is great. And from also like, like an investor point of view, right? Like I've personally now invested in 7 to 8 consumer brands which are founded by people who are just 20 years old or in college or like just passed out from college. So I think that's also interesting. Like younger people are now launching their own brands as well, where they think we don't really need a lot of experience. We'll go out, we understand this consumer well, the market, like the psyche is changing, and we can go out and build these brands.
You're absolutely right. While it's also tough to hire these guys because they come with their own challenges.
Yeah.
Some of them being starting during COVID, they have sort of gotten used to the work from home culture.
Yeah.
That's very easy. So telling everybody, unfortunately,
is that a challenge?
100%. We have had people come on the first day and ask us, can we work from home from tomorrow?
Yeah.
And but yeah, the kind of ideas that they can come with once they are down to working for you, they understand the vibe, the culture.
Yeah.
And we genuinely feel that Peter F. Drucker said this, that culture eats strategy for breakfast.
Yeah.
And we genuinely believe that.
Yeah.
So we ensure that that's never diluted by anybody.
Yeah.
And Tara and I play a very important, vital role in developing that culture.
Yeah, for sure. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tara Nadeer, for the
Pleasure was
chat.
all mine,
I think we've been planning this, for such a long time. Finally, I'm glad that, we could make this happen. I can't let you go without, your feedback on the Accelerate cohort. Like, you're part of our very first cohort. We've been interacting for the last 3 months, right? So, like, generally, like, if there's any young founder, like, what has been your experience? What would you want to share? And maybe, like, you can also share feedback for us on how we can be better.
So my experience has been amazing. You've been able to get a couple of founders. You've been able to get some existing top individuals in XYZ companies who spoke about how to scale Amazon, how to scale Meta. What the founders do to scale in different marketplaces, first-hand challenges, solutions to those first-hand challenges. I think to be able to have something like that every weekend is just such a refreshing afterthought, because we use that particular notes that we take on Monday to our team and say, okay, fine, we need to first do this and this and that. It's really helped. The only thing that I would like to say to you is that one, how can we be a part of that knowledge sessions for your cohort 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
For sure. Yeah.
And if there is a knowledge bank where it could be question and answers,
Correct,
that's the only
correct.
thing.
So
I have loved it.
When I started Accelerate, there's this philosophy which I live by. It's called KEN. It's knowledge, empathy, network, right? So like, can you build all of this together, right? So like when I used to run my own brand.
Can you build all this together?
Yeah, exactly. Because so what I realized is I scaled my brand to almost 50 crore revenue, right? Completely bootstrapped, very profitable. But I was so focused on just building my own business, I never expanded my network. I never looked at what other founders are doing, right? I never reached out for help. I took maybe all that stress internally, and you say I'll just, founders are like this, like we'll say कि हम खुद ही figure out कर लेंगे, we will solve this on our own. COVID आया, suddenly business came down, crashing to zero because you could not ship products for 3 months, right? And then then when I started reaching out, maybe like the time was not the right. So I thought कि if I could have invested in a network, if there was a community of people who I can just call anytime and at least discuss कि what do you think I can I have a challenge, how do I solve this? So it goes far beyond, right? So like obviously fundraising, the GTM, the partnerships, revenue scaling is one aspect of it, but can you build all of this together, right? Like that's another thing that's like I feel is super important for early stage founders, and like you can of course be a part of. You are a part of the sessions forever now. Like
Thank you so much.
I mean, I keep adding you in these weekend sessions, and I feel sometimes that as founders, is it too much? But you
No, it's
guys.
not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I think there's so much knowledge, that every little piece of
Correct,
knowledge helps
correct.
another founder.
Correct.
So
And I
please
feel, I
continue.
think just getting external advice
Yeah.
apart from your business, sometimes
Yeah.
I think just like it's almost like a detox and a holiday where you kind of switch off from your own problems and start thinking about what other people did, like kind of gives you more solutions and insights.
I've attended a
also-
program during my chemotherapy session.
Wow.
Like I'm on a video thinking,
My
I
God.
obviously wasn't on and I'm getting chemo, so I've done that.
And I'm like, I'm again so, like I feel like I'm so insensitive, yeah. Like basically,
No,
I
of
would
course
tell
not.
folks, camera on karo, why you not guys switching on the camera? But
But all these
सब डर
sessions
जाते
also
हैं.
make you realize that you are normal.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
other people have also gone through the same feelings that
Yeah.
you're going through.
Yeah.
And that is great to know.
Yeah.
You're not alone
Yeah.
in this.
And more mixers, Karan.
Yeah.
We've missed all of them.
yeah, you guys have been traveling.
yeah, but
No, but we
More
look
mixers.
forward to the
Yeah.
next one
Amazing.
whenever you're planning it.
Any parting thoughts, on Nitara, like we're ending the podcast, to any young founders, like anything that you would like to say to people listening to this podcast?
I think believe in yourself. No dream is a small dream, and just be at it. And remember what I said: be positive through this journey because you've been through those ups and downs. It's very very normal. Just be positive throughout it all. There's always a silver lining.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Tara and Nadeer, for doing
Thank
this.
you so much, Karan.
I will record this moment that I interviewed you guys when you were at 2.5 crore revenue. So when we look back at this video on YouTube, 5 years later, and you're doing this 1,000 crore, and we have a store in Madison Avenue, then we can look back at this and we said that we manifested all of this together.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
But amazing. Thank you, and wishing you all the best. For Nitara going forward.
Thank you so much, Karan.
Thank you, Karan. Thank you for having us.
Thank
Yeah.
you.